I love the smell. What's going on, guys? It's Nick from Lively Outdoors. I had a few people wanting me to sit down with the Glock 29 and kind of go over the dimensions of it, the weights and everything. So I figured I'd add on to my other video, which I'll put down in the link here if you haven't seen that and you want to watch it. That's my shooting part, and this is going to be kind of my sit down. I don't do a lot of sit down gun reviews with many guns unless they're really good. The Glock 29 I've carried off and on for years, and I absolutely love it. It's kind of my go-to creek gun. The 10 millimeter is just an excellent round. No matter how you look at it, it's a very, very versatile round. I mean, you can load 10 millimeter down to 40. Some people shoot 40s in 10 millimeter. I wouldn't suggest it. You can if you want, but a lot of times, especially in a chamber like this, you can get burnt powder before that 10 millimeter casing can actually neck up to the where it's supposed to headspace off of. And anyway, so this is the Glock 29 review. The Glock 29 Gen 5. This is the bad boy right here. I absolutely love these guns. The additions that they did on the Gen 5s, I really like. They took away the finger grooves. I do like that, especially on the larger frame guns, but I really like it on these because a lot of times on the smaller frames like this, you'll get that Glock knuckle where you can actually move your finger down a little bit now. You've got the little bit better trigger. I like these triggers. I like the Gen 2 triggers and the Gen 5 triggers. Those are basically the only Glock triggers I actually like. This is similar to a Generation 2 gun because you don't have the finger grooves. They came out with a 29, I think, in 1996, I believe. But they added some front cock serrations, if you're into that. I like it aesthetically, like I was saying in my shooting video. They did do a crown on the muzzle. I think I've got some crap on my lens. Sorry about that. I think there was some dust on there. But they did put a nice little crown. I don't know if that's going to show up or not, but they put a nice little crown on the end of the muzzle. So that way, basically what a crown is going to help is you're going to get a little bit more accuracy. But if you drop your gun on a hard surface, it's not going to damage your rifling. That really helps out in that. One person asked if you still get the speed loader or the mag helper loader thing, whatever you call them. I've never really used these things. I've got a whole box full of these things, but you do, and you get 3 of the 10 round mags. I hear these things work. I don't know. Never really had to use them. On all my other Glock 29s I have whatever. I put the Pierce grip extension. It's just a little pinky extension. I never do a +1 or a +2. I always just do just a +0 Pierce grip extension because Glock knows what they're doing with their springs, and I don't want to lengthen that spring and not have enough tension for that last round. I never change my like a +1 or +2 or +5 or anything on any pistol that I plan on carrying for personal protection. It fits like that. It fits actually really, really well in the hand. You get just that little bit of pinky upswept right there for whenever you got recoil. I just stuck these on there about a week ago. I haven't shot but twice with them on there. I do like them. Normally, honestly, just stick this in there. Just a regular flush fit mag because I don't mind shooting without a pinky extension. And whenever I draw up, it's actually a lot more spot on with the 0 pinky extension. But for fun wise, of course, I've got several Glock 29 mags. I do throw the pinky extension on because it makes it more fun. My shooting video, I didn't have these in yet, so it probably will show. The original Glock 20 mags do fit fine. They do work good. I showed that in my shooting video too, if you want to check that out. Just make sure. I think I only shot 1 mag through them, but they've always ran all the mags. The only downside you'll have is if you're left-handed and you switch the magazine release over to this side. Some of the older mags aren't ambi cut like this. You have a groove here and a groove there, both sides. Sometimes way back in the day, whenever I, was really getting into Glocks and everything, they were only cut on one side. And then they started pre-cutting them for ambi, and then the Gen 4s came out and they started doing the ambi where you could switch the mag release. Basically, that's about the only difference between the Gen, 2s, 3s, and 4s and 5s of this gun. Some people are saying you've got conventional rifling in these new marksman, or I think they're marksman barrels or whatever they're called. You don't. They're polygonal rifling. They're polygonal rifling. So you do still get that extra. I mean, not much, but you get a little bit more velocity over a standard rifle barrel. To me, I like that. It kind of shoots a little cleaner too. You're not supposed to use lead in it, but it is what it is. I'm gonna do this under the table so YouTube doesn't knock me. The barrel itself is very, very well done. It's got an excellent finish, and I don't understand for the life of me why they didn't throw this grayish finish like this on the slide. And especially the slide stop, because those things wear really quick on the 5s so far that I've noticed. Just say that. You've got almost a fully supported chamber. I mean, it's not going to be quite as much as a 1911, but you can tell it is quite a bit more than, like, say, a Gen 2 or Gen 3 Glock. You're not going to get that Glock smile. You can reload this brass fairly easy, and you don't get that little, if you're a reloader, you know what I'm talking about. You don't get that Glock smile at the bottom. Dimensions on it, it's a thick gun. Let's see. And bear with me. I may not even edit any of this out. I may just post this whole video, so this may be an uncut video. So I'm kind of tired. I don't feel like editing, but I want to get it out so you guys can actually see. Let's go ahead and stick this thing back together. Unnailed by YouTube, you know what I'm saying? Alright, dimensions on it. On the actual slide itself is 1.12. So, I mean, it's pretty thick. It's going to be thicker than like a Glock 19. It's going to be thicker than like a Shield Plus, which is my everyday carry. A Shield Plus is my EDC gun. Has been for about 7 months now. I carry it every single day. The Shield Plus, the slide is 0.9 inches. So it doesn't sound like a lot until you get it in an outside waistband or inside the waistband holster. The farthest width on the Shield Plus is 1.01, not counting your mag release. I don't ever count my mag release because it really doesn't matter. And then your farthest on the Glock 29, this is just kind of to give you some ideas of how much thicker it is 1.35. So it's, it's quite a bit thicker than the Shield. Weight, this may not be an unedited video because I'm gonna have to go get some 9mm rounds. I cleared out all my rounds. Nah, I won't weigh my Shield Plus. We'll just let it roll. I've got a full mag right here. It's 10mm. Yep, 10 rounds. And this is what I carry in it. And of course, I carry it around town too. Don't get me wrong. I carry it day to day. I've got a little blood on it. I carry it day to day. Every once in a while. Not very often. Just whenever I feel like it, or if I think I might be going fishing or something like that. But 9 times out of 10, I'm carrying my Shield Plus. I love it. It's accurate. It carries enough rounds in 9mm. You put 2 in someone's sternum, they're going down. They're hitting the floor. With this, it's you're not going to feel undergunned. I will just say that. I mean, it's a very excellent firearm. It's a very excellent round. You can load the 10mm rounds down to 40 specs if you have a problem with recoil, or you can load them up, or buy instead of loading, you can buy the same things. And I carry Underwood 155 grain XCPs. Out of this, they go around 1,400 feet per second. The box will say 1,500. You get about, I think back whenever I used to chronograph a lot, it was around 15 and a quarter, 1530 out of a Glock 20, and I was getting about 14 to 1450 out of a 29, which is above 600 foot-pounds of energy. I haven't tested them in a while. There's a guy's channel out there, something tools. Something tools. I don't know. Dude's awesome. He tests a lot of 10mm stuff. If I could remember his channel, I'd tell you to check him out. Let's see if I can pull it up real quick. Give that dude a shout out. Because dude's bad. Some of y'all may actually be honest. Tools and Targets. That's what it is. Check him out. That dude does a lot of 10mm ballistics and a lot of 9mm ballistics and other rounds too. But as far as weight on this bad boy, I'm not going to check it unloaded, because you're not going to carry a gun unloaded. If you have a gun, I don't know why people check them out. They're like, oh yeah, this thing weighs 24 ounces, so it's fairly light. Well, you add the mag and 10 rounds of 10mm, you're adding weight, I mean, a 9mm round loaded, 124 grain, weighs a half ounce for each round. So, it is what it is. This one is 32.7 ounces. That's with 10 rounds in it. I don't have one in the chamber, but it's basically give or take. Let's see what one was. 32.7, so it's 0.6 ounces. So you're looking at about 33.5 ounces with one in the chamber. I love the gun. I absolutely do. It's a little thick for outside the waistband carry if you're trying to conceal carry in town, for me anyway. I use a Vetter light tuck, and it fits it good. They say they're not made for the Gen 5s, but you still got the upswept part for your slide release, but you just don't have much of one on that side, so it beefs out a little bit. But it still clicks in, still holds. It's great. Comes all the way to the end with a sweat guard. It works perfect. If I'm out riding the 4-wheeler, or I'm hiking or something like that, this is just my in-town. I don't want to have to get underneath the coat, or if I'm wearing waders, I don't want to have to dig for something if I need it. I wear a crossbreed chest rig. You might have seen that on my 4-wheeling videos. I actually carry my Glock 21 in here sometimes, but I can't speak highly enough about this holster. I almost got the other one. There's another company that makes these, and they're supposed to be really cool and stuff, but I've always liked Crossbreed. I've been buying Crossbreed stuff since they were just making stuff in their garage, and they have very high quality stuff. The other company that makes them does not have this. This is a leather backing. It's ventilated, and then you've got the Kydex up front. So whenever you have that against your chest and it's sitting there like that, you've got padding on there. It's not something that's hard like that rubbing on your chest, and that drives me nuts. But you got this in here riding like that, so when you need it, well, you gotta have it on because I got it set pretty tight. But it rides like this, and you've got metal clip on this side and metal clip on that side. It sits snug, fits perfect. Whenever you get it in there, it's sitting just like that. So if I'm sitting there fishing, some Yahoo comes up, or some a cow or, you know, a pig or whatever, a pig like a hog, comes up and, you know, tries to get at me or something, you know, I can just drop my fly rod, pull out, and I'm good to go and get into the fight. I don't have to dig for something or anything like that. It's high, so it doesn't get wet very often. When it does, and that's the main reason, most of my 10 millimeters, I will say most, have just the regular factory plastic sights, and the reason is they don't rust. There's no way they're going to rust because they're plastic, so I don't have to worry about that. Everything about the 29 is excellent. You can hunt with it. You can conceal carry it. If you practice, you can get very accurate. It's a very flat shooting round, and I just can't speak highly enough about it, to be honest. I will say I do conceal carry this pistol every single day. This is my Shield Plus. I love this gun. It's small enough to where if I'm just running down to the convenience store or something, I can just slip it into my pocket holster and just go, you know. And I still know it's there, but, you know, most of the time I carry it outside the waistband in this, which is a Galco Combat Master. I've got several of these holsters for several different firearms, and they are the most comfortable, concealable outside the waistband holster I've found. If you get a leather holster, get Galco's, it's like a holster lube type stuff, and you'll wrap your gun in a bag, like a Walmart sack or something, coat the outside with a couple drops of it, let it sit in there overnight, run it in, run it out, and it comes out really easy. You'll have a smooth, I think that's what it's called actually, is Easy Draw, Galco Easy Draw. But I love leather. Leather is very comfortable. I had back surgery, so it's hard for me to wear hard plastic on my back. I had a L5S1 disc, major rupture several years back. Plus, leather just smells good. But anyway, if y'all have any questions about the 29, let me know. If y'all want to see a full-on sit-down review of this little bad boy right here, let me know in the comments. And I don't know. I know it's a 29 video, but this little dude right here is bad. If you're on the line about getting a new concealed carry gun or something like that, and you don't have a Shield Plus, you've got to get a Shield Plus. This one came with a Crimson Trace red dot, night sights, high vis front, and a 10 round mag and a 13 round mag, and I bought two 15 round mags for it, and took it and shot it. Of course, I took the red dot off right off the bat. I'm not a red dot guy. I like low profile on my carry guns. If it's a long range target, yeah, long range target, I like red dots. It's fun. I also like iron sights at long range. But for concealed carry, I want it to be as smooth of a draw. I don't want anything being in between my sights just in case the dot does fail. I just want a straight up, you know, picture, sight picture. But you might check it out, because I think I paid like $429 for that gun with the two mags new and the red dot. It's an excellent gun. It's 9mm. It's not 10mm, but just to show you, you know. But anyway, if y'all have any more questions about Glock 29, I may just leave this unedited. I don't know. Sometimes I get tired of editing and I chop a bunch of stuff up and, you know, try to put it together and all that. But when it all boils down to it, I'm just like you guys. I make mistakes, so I may have screwed up somewhere in here. Y'all see it first, because I normally don't watch my videos. But anyway, if y'all want to see a video on the Shield Plus, I have shot it in the past. You can go back and watch that video. But if you want a sit-down review of it, let me know. I'll be glad to do it. But if you get a 29 or a 20, get you one of them crossbreed chest holsters. They're freaking awesome. If you hike and stuff. I mean, I wouldn't conceal carry it. That'd be ridiculous. Just get you a better laptop. Anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Peace.